it's T here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I have a very awesome video. So I know you guys have all been requesting for this. These type of videos get me like the most amount of comments, feedback. I just love it so much. So if you like to watch me blow my money, go shopping, and you know, I'm spending all the money and doing all of this like first impression, so you don't have to. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look and my thoughts about the new at Sephora, then keep on watching. So let's start off with the Bobbi Brown Precise Brow Pencil. So this is what the brow pencil looks like. It's definitely in such a odd shape. Like it's slanted, but it's not like thin slanted. So let me grab my handheld mirror because I am blind. Oh, did I tell you guys the shade? It was Cool Dark Brown from Bobbi Brown. So let's just, I'm gonna be a little quiet in this area because I need to focus on doing me brows. Oh, that is dark. It's definitely just like the name, cool dark brown. It's creamy and it's pigmented for sure. I do want to like make some note here, and I'm sure you guys already know. A lot of brow products really do work out for me. I have the base of my brows like already mapped out. As you guys know, I also have my brows microbladed, so a lot of the base is already there, and I have quite a lot of brow hairs, so you'll see me use a lot of brow products and really enjoying them. Like as long as they get the job done, I will, you know, if you're like me, you have a little bit fuller brow, or you've gotten your brows tatted, microbladed, whatever it is, or you just simply have fuller brows, I do feel like a lot of brow products, like we don't have to be so picky about the brow products. Of course, formula matters. Like, is it easy to apply, user friendly? Like for me, in that aspect of like, hey, is the color going to be good for my brows? Is the formula good? Like very user friendly, a little bit more practical. Just simply like if I was being really nitpicky, definitely brow products isn't the area that I'm too picky about it, because most products do generally work for me. So I just, you know, I try a lot of different types of brow products because sometimes you never know, something might blow you away. Now that we have that down, I do really like the shade and the color. And then I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Faux Brow. Guys, this is the one product that definitely I'm super picky about. So I want to let the record state that there are a lot of brow pen. So this is the one area that I do want to let you guys know is it's cheap. It's at the drugstore. And I've tried quite a few drugstore brow pens, like from Maybelline, but definitely I've tried a lot of higher end brow products and nothing comes close to this. I've definitely gravitated towards this. Like Anastasia Beverly Hill does it really well as well too, but for this price, how could you beat it? How could you beat this price? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely higher end in the drugstore. Like, I just feel like L'Oreal, Maybelline is like the luxury of the drugstore. Now that we have the brows on, I love having my brows on. It just really like frames and sets the like precedent for the rest of my face. So I'm just gonna go in with the M.A.C paint pot in Painterly. I've been going back and forth between this and the Makeup by Mario. Like, this is just the two, like, how could you go wrong with them, you know? So I'm just gonna quickly just prime and prep my eyes. So that's what we have down. Let's get into the fun part now. You know what the fun part is? I think eyeshadow is always like, for me, the most fun. So I got quite a few shadow products and I'm going to need help figuring this out because I actually don't know. So I did get the Danessa Myricks new, like the color stick, but it's not new, it's just new colors. So there's that. I also got the Bobbi Brown Crystal Eyeshadow Stick in Brilliant Violet. I saw Nikki LaRose put this on her eyes and I was like, it's so pretty. So let me just swatch this. This is new from Bobbi Brown and I don't know, but this does give me like the Danessa Myrick Beauty like vibe, this very foily shade. So let me just swatch this really quickly for you guys. This is like a dual chrome. Oh my god, it's a dual chrome glittery sparkly metallic out of this world. Wow. There was a champagne pink shade that I wanted to really get, but it was sold out. So yeah. So this one, for these type of formula, I try to keep this cap just so that, oops, oh my gosh. It will get messy, but make sure you twist it all the way down and just like cap it on. Like put the cap on. It just helps with the formula not dry as fast. And then I also got the Danessa Myricks Beauty. This is the Colorfix stick. They have the new shades called Love Story and Daydreaming. You guys know I love me my Danessa Myricks dual stick. Like it's just like out of this world. This would be my second one and this is so cute. Definitely a different touch to the packaging. It's like a little bit ombre. So let me swatch this for you guys. Again, it has this. I've taken this off and tossed it for a few of them and I definitely regret it. If you have one of these, I do recommend just keeping it so that you keep, like, because the formula is very wet. So I just want to make sure. So also it comes apart like this. Definitely really similar to each other. So there's that. Let me just swatch this really quickly. Oh my gosh, stop. They're like unicorn dust. I don't know. It's like unicorn went and just sprayed everywhere. And then the other shade, oh, I don't know if I told you guys what shade this was. This one is Daydreaming, the more blue, icy blue shade. And this is the metallic. And then this one is the foil called Love Story, which is very exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. It's like this silver, pinky, I don't know, like what, if you guys take a look at it, I know it looks silver. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's showing on camera, but it does have a little bit of pink reflex to it. What do I do here, guys? What do I do? Because these all look, I'm gagging for it. This is so pretty. Stop. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time. Okay, how about this? Let's actually pause on that really quickly while I'm like thinking in my head what we're actually going to be doing. It's just, these are just so pretty. I just want them on my eyes. Wow. I'm a glitz glam. I'm like glitz glam everything shimmer sparkle girl. So if you are anything like me, I think these will make you very happy. So that's just what I'm gonna say. So I do have a new eyeshadow palette from Tom Ford. I did not purchase this off of Sephora, so I just want to make sure. I did purchase this off the Tom Ford website itself. It's in the 01 Chalet Mink, and it's in such this beautiful white packaging. I love Tom Ford eyeshadow. They are gorgeous. So it's a quad, and this is what they look like. Their shadow and shimmer and foil are so amazing. Like, the formula is definitely very luxe. You're getting your money's worth for this. And the reason why I even like was on it on Tom Ford is because they sent an email, marketing, social media, so good, genius. They sent me an email that these are like the last chance, like last look or something, and they were on sale. So I was just like, I fudging love the Tom Ford shadows. So I'm just gonna lightly dust this into the eyes, and this definitely, with this palette, I do think the shades and color scheme, I might be leaning towards the purpley shade and the silver pink tone. So I'm going to use those two. The blue, I'm going to save it for another time, if that's okay with you guys. So I definitely want the star of the show to be those two foil shades, and then we will go from there. So I'm just grabbing this transition shade and just dusting it into my crease. So let's just dust this in. Oh, a little bit of a life update. My friend is getting married, and super funny thing is that I met them while we were, as if it's past tense, we're still collecting Jellycat. So if you guys know me, I'm a huge collector of Jellycats, but I have this friend that I met through Jellycat collecting, and she is the sweetest lady ever. And we've like sometimes when you buy Jellycat, it's like overseas, like in like Australia or the United Kingdom or like Asia and stuff. So we would like all like share ship. And then I come to find out that she buys for her daughter. So her daughters are the one that like collects a lot of these. Like they'll collect like Barts and Amusables and stuff like that. So I come to find out that she's a fake collector. The real collector is her daughter, but we're still really good friends. I just love them so much. I'm just gonna apply this purple shade. I don't know if I told you guys. It's Brilliant Violet by Bobbi Brown. It's the Crystal Eyeshadow Stick. And I'm just going to apply this directly onto my lid, so we have a disco party here. So yeah, she's getting married, everybody, and she has a Jellycat ring and a Jellycat bouquet and everything. Also, if you are here for makeup and you have no idea what Jellycat is, I'm so sorry. If you are new here, Jellycat are like these soft plushy toys that are made in the UK, and she sent me an invitation. Oh my gosh, how sweet. And I didn't realize it because, as you guys know, I've moved, and she sent me the wedding invitation to my old house address, and I just so happened to be there to collect mail. Like, you know, sometimes you forget to like change your address, and like I wasn't like telling everybody about my like new place or anything, you know? Like I was just like, okay, well, I'm moving and stuff. Long story short, she sent it there, and I was like, okay, I need to go collect my like old mail because I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And I went to collect my old mail, and I found it, and thank goodness I found it in like during the time that I did, because I was able to make plans. So anywho, I'm gonna go to a wedding this weekend, and I'm very, very excited to be going to a wedding this weekend. I'm gonna be using the NYX Professional Makeup Inky Stick. It's the brown liner, and just lining my eyes. Okay, I'm doing the same method and technique that I always do, is just like putting on a brown liner. And then I'm going to take this darker, more plummy shade and set that down, smudge that out. I'm not going for like a crazy wing today. Definitely not going insane. I'll clean this up in just a second because I know when I smudge my eyeliner out, it ends up getting all funny. So there's that. So I'll go back and clean that up in just a second. Okay. I'm going to put on some eyelid tape because you know how my eyelids are. You know how my eyelids are. They are wonky. All right, so put on eyelid tape. I also cleaned the liner to make sure that everything is like crisp. And then before I go in with mascara, I did want to put, it doesn't need it, like this eye look is just already amazing, but just to try a lot more products, I did want to take the Danessa Myricks Duo in Love Story, the silver pink shade, and just pop it into the center. Like if you want the center, as you can see, just like a little bit of a highlight right here, and just lay it right there for extra bedazzle in the on the center of the lid. Like it's just like the tiniest touch, nothing too crazy, gives you like this glittery halo looking eyes. Really makes the center like pop on you. So just a little touch. I already know I love the Danessa Myricks Duo Foil Metallic Shadow. So these are so like juicy and party central. So let's move along from the eyes. I'm going to curl my lashes first. If you guys know, I've been trying really hard to just curl my lashes before I put on mascara. I know a lot of you guys are like, you're ruining your lashes if you do it after. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you guys. I have two mascaras, I think. Just one. I could have sworn it was two, but I was just kidding. I got a sample size of the Rare Beauty Universal Volumizing Mascara. So I'm just gonna try this. If you guys are new here, I am a travel size, mini size, like connoisseur. I love purchasing stuff in the mini size or the deluxe size, travel size. I feel like it's just so much like better in my opinion when you're traveling as well, and for someone who consumes a lot of makeup like I do. So anyways, let's talk about the Rare Beauty mascara. This is in a very nice tube. This is in the black shade. Again, this is a volumizing mascara. This is the wand. I usually don't really like this type of wand, but that's totally fine. I'm going to curl the heck out of my eyes because I'm like in between if I should wear lashes or not. So we'll put on this mascara and then we'll see from there. I've been really liking like just seeing my natural lashes peek through, but sometimes we just need a little something something and we will decide that at the end. Let me just put everything on, my complexion and everything, and see how we go with that. So hopefully I'm not covering too much and just showing you guys. Sorry, on areas like my eyes, like mascara, liner, brows, I tend to have to concentrate extra because I am scared of stabbing myself in the eyeballs. Okay, I do have a question for everyone, and you can just like leave it in the comment section and let me know. So I'm a contact wearer. So if you're a contact wearer like I am, I want to know, like, by the 8 or 9 hour mark, my eyes feel like I want to rip off my contacts so bad. It's like taking your bra off at the end of the day. Huh? So I want to know, if I were to have a really long day where I have to have my contacts in for a long time, I want to know, how can I have it last longer? I'm so curious. Or like where it doesn't irritate. So this is my eye. I'm gonna go in with one more coat as I'm saying as I'm going in with like 5 gazillion coats. I might skip on the lashes, like falsies today, because this is looking real good. Wow. Okay, Rare Beauty. I was not expecting that. It's wispy, voluminous if you put multiple coats on. It's not like right off the bat voluminous, but I do like that. It's definitely very different than the Thrive Cosmetic and the Persona and Revy Beauty. Definitely very different. Like those mascaras, including like the House of Labs, they apply like thick, like it's gonna be volume. I usually like to build my mascara up, like not like a whole like long time. I tend to gravitate towards like mascara that I can like comb through every single lash and making sure that they're separated, but also getting that length and getting that volume. But also, like, I'm considering adding like 2 lash clusters, like, the one that I buy from Amazon towards the end. We'll see. Okay, focus. Let me just finish this up, do my face, and then we shall decide if we really want to. Okay, so now that we have the eyes completed, we're gonna go into complexion now. So I did purchase a new foundation. It's from the brand called BASMA Beauty. So this is what this looks like. It is the foundation stick, and I'm in the shade 029. I've never used BASMA Beauty before. However, I was reading up, I was looking at this, and like this is supposed to be a very full coverage foundation, and the packaging looks amazing, like pink, and it's a stick. So I have high hopes for this. Also to be like the standard DIOR foundation stick. So I want to know how this performs. I did swatch it a little bit, and I will show you guys that it's a little like it's a match. What do you think? I mean, I think it's a little bit lighter, but I think we can make it work. We could always use some bronzer and finessing. Let me just buff this in really. So we're just gonna buff this out. So let's get started. I'm going to just do like 2 lines on my face. Also, my face texture, skin, and everything right now, I want to make sure you guys are aware that we are purging right now. We're in the purging stage. What that means is after a chemical peel and after a microneedling session, when it's healing, the skin, the cell turnover is very fast, like very frequent, very often. So a lot of like the blackheads, whiteheads, like they're all coming out. So my skin, it does feel a little bit like on the rougher side than smooth. So that's what's happening right now. This one I can say right off the bat, just applying it and buffing it in, it's easy to blend and buff in. It also Not as easy as a Dior, but given that the Dior foundation stick, that one is dewier. So there's that. And I feel like that one is a lot more full coverage than this one. I feel like I'm swiping and using quite a lot all over my face. But given I'm in a full coverage mood today, I don't know how I feel about this. I need to wear a little bit more. It looks pretty, but between this and the Dior one, I have to say, first impression, I would probably just stick with the Dior if you already have it, but we shall see. Again, this is first impression with foundation. We do need to give it a full like cycle, try, not just on camera. Like I do try a lot of this off camera, going out and stuff, and see how it lasts throughout the day. And then I will keep you guys posted on this specific one. It's pretty. It's just like a touch lighter, but we are going to address right now. I'm gonna blend forever, you guys already know. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'll continue to wear it because I do feel like with this type of texture, it seems like it's gonna be a lot more suitable for oilier skin. It doesn't feel like it's slipping off your face. It looks like it's drying down as well on the skin. Let's move on to the next product that I have. This is the Westman Atelier Sun Tone Bronzing Cream. This is in Soleil Parfait #1. And this was expensive. It was like $75. But it's Westman Atelier. Let's just get that out there. Westman Atelier is just Westman Atelier. I do want to say that this packaging is so pretty. It's like this Tiffany aqua summer blue. I don't know. I love a good fun color. Like I love a good blue in general. So this is what this looks like. It's a duo and they're both cream. So from the looks of it, I think this is the bronzer and this is the contour shade because it's a little bit darker, but we shall see. I'm just gonna apply it all over my face like I normally do. So I'm just gonna grab this brush right here and I'm just gonna dip into this product and like just really like prep, saturate my brush and distribute it all over. So that's what it looks like. And then I'm going to just straight up put it on my skin, but making sure that I spread it onto both cheekums. Okay, so this is what that bronzer looks like. Let me just show you guys and blend this out. I'm being precise, but I'm just like bronzing everywhere. I'm gonna go back in with this and just do the same on my forehead. My forehead is more like a 5 head, and I'm making it look like a 4 head right now. Like we're chiseling it down a little bit. Okay. This blends so easily. Do you guys see that? It's very flawless. First impression, this one. And it's not like, it's not pulling the foundation off either. I'm gonna be putting this on with like my tried and true like classic foundations that I love using in my skin tint. I've always loved like the House Labs. Like that's the one that's like a telltale, because the in my opinion, the House Labs foundation is like your skin but better. It's not matte, it's not dewy, it's like sand in between. That one and the Maybelline one, the satin matte as well. I usually try to test my like new makeup products and see if they lay nicely on like more satin matte products. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade. I don't know if this is actually a contour shade, but I'm going to use it like a contour shade. So I'm going to grab this brush and just saturate this small brush right here. And then I'm just going to draw shadow where I would normally have shadow. Then I'm going to draw it on the on the sides of my nose to contour it and to connect it to my eyeshadow up here. And then go back in, dip a little bit more, and just making sure that I am making this area a lot darker and deeper right over here. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I used earlier to blend, and I'm just gonna blend this up, like just slightly push and lift this way. So like that. Push and lift. So same on this side. Push and lift. That way the shade still stays right there, but it's blended. Creating that shadow. Here I'm just pushing this in. I'm not over blending this just because I do want that to stay there until I use my concealer. Alrighty. Wow, that bronzer is really nice. Let me just clip my hair back. My hair's gonna be falling often. And then, ooh, okay. I'm like thinking of putting this underneath and over as well too. So I'll try both. So this is the new DIOR Backstage Glassy Glow Stick. I'm in the shade 034 Glaze Bubble. There was like a lot of really fun shades, and DIOR, they know their market. Like Lady DIOR, like I love DIOR's packaging. I love everything about it. Like the detail is just so luxe. Like everything, like you're buying DIOR for the packaging, okay, guys, and the brand. Not that, like, a lot of DIOR product I do feel like do perform really high level, like a lot of the products people use on like models. So this is what she looks like, and I'm having a feeling that this is going to be very similar to the L'Oreal Le Glacy. Hold up, let's just, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So let me just swatch the L'Oreal Le Glacy. I'm pretty sure it's very close. A lot of the products are like Le Glacy type of feeling. I always swatch them next to the L'Oreal. Okay, so this I do feel like would be more, let me just test it out. Okay, this is a little bit more golden. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I do feel like if you, like, this one is a little bit more silvery and like a light pink, okay? If you are like, if you want me to be really nitpicky, but the finish, I'm going off the finish. If you want this type of finish and you don't want to spend the big bucks, L'Oreal Le Glacy is amazing. And then the other one that I've just recently got was the Baume Sculpting by Chanel. So if you want bouge, luxe, I do want to say I feel like Chanel, the way that looks, it's probably going to be the closest shade match, but nevertheless, the finish of all of this, in my opinion, it definitely all looks pretty much the same. And if you don't want to spend the big bucks, I get it. Like, DIOR is expensive. You're paying for DIOR. Yes, the product is very, very good, but you're also paying for the package. You're paying probably extra. Like, you're paying like $10 to $15 on top of like what the product is, like that could be made somewhere else. So there are my thoughts and feelings. Let me actually conceal, because I don't know if I really want to put this like underneath and mess around with it too much. Let me just put on some concealer really quickly. I've been really loving, well, I've always been really loving the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm I'm gonna do Estee Lauder Double Wear because I have a new foundation on, I have a new bronzer on. Like, a lot of the products on my face right now are their first impressions, and I just need some tried and true products. Guys, if you guys are new here and you don't know me, I have a shopping addiction. I think everyone has a shopping addiction. I'm an over consumer. Like, I know I'm the problem. I over consume everything, and then also, and I go in phases. I'm like, I'm gonna over consume, and then I'm going to declutter, and then I'm going to overconsume and declutter. Like, I am the ultimate overconsumer. Oh, gosh, this makeup look is looking so flawless, so flawless. Okay, I've been testing this new powder, and it's the Natasha Denona. This is their HY-GLAM setting powder. So I've been testing this out, and I haven't had my final thoughts yet because I haven't tested it long enough, but I've been testing it out with new concealers, older concealers, concealer I know I like and stuff. So I'll give you guys my final thought on the Natasha Denona, like, pretty soon, but I do want to just update you guys on the other item that I got from Natasha Denona, the HY-GLAM brightener. I definitely do not like this like as much as I like the Cali Ray one. I just feel like this was like a little bit too tough. But also, I did try it with the Milk makeup when I first tested this out, and then I tested out with the Estee Lauder, and it made my eyes, like, I know it's supposed to be a brightener, but makes my eye like stark white. So I don't know if I should be getting a different shade, because my mom, usually how I know is like I'll like ask my mom and my sister. I'm just like, oh, why do you like my makeup? And or like I'll just like be walking around and also like FaceTiming them, and then they'll be like, why are your under eyes so bright? And that's like, I'm just like, I'm trying this new item, okay? They're the background, like, opinion. Like, they help me see throughout the day as well too. So anywho, so this is the setting powder. I'm gonna just pop it open. The one thing that I do want to let you guys know that I did cut off this thing here. I do like it. The issue is that these little stud dots like poke in here, and it makes it really hard for me to get the product. So I just cut it off, and if I'm traveling, I'll put it back on. I have it on like the side. And yeah, so let me just blend out my concealer because we've been talking a little bit and it creased a little. I did want to let you guys know that like this powder is so strange in a sense. Like, it's not like finely milled. There's like definitely like clump bulb. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to like touch it and like let me know what you think about it. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say before I give you my final thought on this product. I wanted to continue to try it on camera, off camera, and yeah, we'll go from there. I do have a lot to say about the packaging though. Like, my thoughts are very clear about the packaging. I'm not a huge fan of the packaging. Like, I get it, Natasha Denona, like they put their branding everywhere. I just feel like this would have been enough, the ND, and then this should have been like just there's no stud so that you can close it and open it and stuff. It's just when you close it, you cannot shake the product out because the studs are like closing up the holes, the little divots in here. So I have a very clear thought of like how I feel about the packaging, not so much about the product. And another thing about packaging is like this, you have to like make sure it lines up correctly, and like then it locks and stuff. So you can't just like put it any way you want and then lock it and you're like, well, T, like the packaging, blah, blah. But it's just one of those things. Like, I'm trying to be practical, like user, like if you're in a rush and trying to close it up, that is my thought and opinion on this. It's an innovative packaging. It's cool. It's pretty. Like Natasha Denona packaging is always very pretty. I'm sure they've thought this out and stuff, and this really does go with like her theme in like all her packaging, like the way that her packaging just packages just looks in general. But as a consumer, that is my thought, and I'm just thinking like, okay, if someone were to just use it like and they're in a rush, what would happen, you know? Yeah, so there's that. I have a blush. I do have a new blush that I wanted to try on camera with everybody. This is the new blush from Laura Mercier. This is the Blush Color Infusion Duo. I got the shade in Lychee. I will always be putting it down in the description box below what product that I'm using. So this is what she looks like. Very Laura Mercier packaging S. And then this is Lychee. So pretty, very vibrant, very nice. I'm going to grab my paddle brush and I'm just going to go in both sides, like just swirl it and then dust it off and then apply. Oh, she's pigmented. She's definitely pigmented. Oh, she's very pigmented. Okay, I might have went a little overboard, but that's okay. We will just put this on first, look like a clown, and then we will address the blush blindness in 1 second. Wow, she's pigmented. I'm having the rosiest cheekums ever. So let's just spread this out all over my nose and my cheeks and my temples. And then we're gonna go back in, and this is like a trick that I've always used, is like with what I applied with my concealer. I go in and like just stamp it over and it will lighten it because you had the powder on it, and it really helps blend this out a lot more and really tone her down. So I'm gonna grab this brush and then I'm gonna just stamp it. I'm gonna do a lot of like just stamping because we went a little bit overboard with the blush, but this is a very pretty blush. I'll definitely try this with a not so heavy hand next time. So this is what the blush looks like. So again, that's Lychee by Laura Mercier. Okay, now let's do a little bit of the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer Baked Luminous Bronzer. It's just because everything looks a little matte right now, so I do want to go in with this. I have been really obsessed with this bronzer. Like, I'm very impressed with it. It's so soft and it's literally from CoverGirl and it's a drugstore bronzer. How could you go wrong with that? Like, it's just, you can't go wrong. And I'm just gonna hit it over my nose a little bit. Again, cohesiveness. You guys know I'm all about the cohesiveness. This bronzer is just really nice and it's so cheap. Like the bronzer and the blush from this specific collection from CoverGirl, amazing. So then I'm gonna start putting on this. I've been really excited to put this on. So this is the DIOR Glow Stick. This is their Glassy Glow Stick. Sorry, excuse me. Glassy Glow Stick in the shade 034 Glaze Bubble. And what I always find best is like applying it with my fingertip, and I just like really tap this on to the very tops, and like the warmth of my fingers will like just help with blending this out with really also very fragrant. like all Dior product, like you cannot miss it. Like you cannot miss it. So just a little touch. I'm gonna dabble it in on the tip of my nose and like anywhere that I just want to bring back to life. Ooh, she's pretty, but is she worth the price tag for what she is? I'm gonna let you guys decide on that. Okay, so that's what we look like. Very glowy, very like back to life now. That's what it looks like. We're back to life. So there's that. And then what else do I have? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I bought this Hourglass Prime and Set Duo. It's the sample size. Like I got trapped. Like I got trapped walking to pay. Like there's always those travel size. So I was gonna use this today to prime and stuff, but I totally forgot. Oopsies. I will do that in the next video. I am so sorry. Let me go over lippies, shall we? I have a ton of lippies. I have a lot of lippies. Okay, guys. I had a lot of blush phase, and then now I'm having a lot of lippy phase, because like this time I actually only got one blush. How crazy. And this time I got like three lip liners and two like actual like lipstick lip gloss. So I know you guys are like, why are you like this? Okay, I'm not gonna use the Pat McGrath one because you guys already have seen this one. I bought another one because I gave my mom the other one. She literally stole it. So I bought another one. You guys have seen this swatch. It's the Naked Blush shade, so I won't go in too deep with this one. The other two, though, is the Colfie Lassie Lips staining. Oh my god, wow. Lassie lip staining lip liner in La La La. You guys know I was waiting for this to restock during the Sephora VIB sale ever so long ago, like probably like 2-3 months ago, and it never came back in stock until now. So this is in the shade Lala. And then I also saw that Huda Beauty had a new lip contour. So this is really exciting. This is an automatic lip pencil. It's in the shade Honey Beige. So let me open this up really quickly. Oh my gosh. Hello? Honey Beige. This is what Honey Beige looks like. And it's definitely like your light brown with a hint of warmth and mauve in it. I don't know, like what should I do with my lips? But regardless of what I do with my lippies, I would like to put on, you guys already know the drill. I'm gonna put on Mauve by Refi to sculpt the outside and blur out the outside of my lip. So let me find let me grab a cotton pad. A cotton pad and just take a, I did have a lip prep prior in case you guys wanted to know what it was. It is the Sarah Creole. I'm still testing this out. It's the Adults Are Talking in like the clear shade. So enough yapping. I'm gonna go in with Refi's Mauve and blur out the outer edges. So I really like sculpt this. And I'm not like too perfect with it because I do treat this like an actual lip blur. Okay. Let me just go with my hand and blend her out. Make it a little bit more blurry and not as perfect. So I am still deciding between these two lip liners, but let me just take a look at the two lippies that I did get. So the first one is the Bobbi Brown Luxe Cashmere Matte Lipstick in the shade Neutral Rose. And then House Labs did have a Atomic Shaker liquid, wait, is it liquid? Lip lacquer. So I'm gonna show you guys both of these. guys. So this is what the House Labs looks like, and it's in the shade Sheer Blush. So I'm just gonna show you guys what sheer blush looks like. This is sheer blush. And then Bobbi Brown Luxe Cashmere Matte Lipstick. This is the packaging for Bobbi Brown. This is what she looks like, and it's very Bobbi Brown-esque. Like this whole entire, this looks like her logo looks like an estate logo, like you own like a big plot of land in a kingdom oh so far away, and there's like that big logo in the gate to come in to the estate. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, or I'm just like yapping by myself, so this is what that shade looks like. I think I'm gonna go with this shade. I'm going to save the House Lab for another time. And then let me just take a look again at these options between the House Lab and the Colfie. I'm probably gonna go with the Colfie one, and I do want to see like what it means by staining. So I'm just gonna line the bottom and wrap her around, and also my Cupid's bow. Alrighty, so there's my Cupid's bow, and then I'm gonna go in with the lipstick. I don't know if this lipstick, I don't think it goes with this look very well. Okay, hold please. This lip is a little clashy with my eye look right now, so we're gonna excuse me, I can't. Let me take this off. Yeah, let's start over, shall we? Let me grab a different lip color because that was clashing with my eye look. Okay, I have decided what I want to put on my lips now. Okay, rewind. I have decided instead of mauve, I'm gonna put stone on. Doing the same thing, just blurring my lips out. And then I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty lip contour to actually contour. Okay. And then I'm actually gonna go in with this Lip Siggy in First Base. Okay. Now that lips, I only have one lip. That lip is very much better than the other one. Okay, I am going to put my hair down. I'm gonna do my hair, and I will be right back to give you guys like the final thoughts on everything. All right, so let's do like a final thought and review on everything that I've used today. I know this is a first impression, so I just wanted to just like gather everything and give my final first impression thoughts. So let's talk about what's on my eyes. These are amazing, and I also have the Tom Ford eyeshadow quad on my eyes as well too. So these, their formula is always super good. These two, the Danessa Myricks like products have always been amazing. Like just this is what I have in the center of my eyes right now. What is new to me was the Bobbi Brown. Like Bobbi Brown did not come out to play. This product is all over my lid right now, and it's the star of the show. And then for mascara, I was actually pretty impressed with the Rare Beauty mascara. Like I decided not to do any lashes or put on any falsies, so these are my real lashes, and this does give me such like a nice like length and volume. You do have to build it up, so I'll keep trying this and keep you guys posted once I finish the entire trial size. And then also the Cool Dark Brown Bobbi Brown brow pencil is what I'm using today on my brows. I like it. Nothing special to note in my opinion. And then the foundation, and let's talk a little bit about complexion really quickly. I have the BASMA stick foundation on right now. I do think that it's pretty. I do think that this is not as slippery as the DIOR one, just like off first impression and applying it. So I will keep you guys posted on this and let you know, because foundation, I do have to try it for a lot more to gather my thoughts. But first impression, it's definitely on the more matte side than the DIOR one. So that's what I'm using for comparison right now. So keep you posted on this one. The other product that I actually did not think that it looked bad on me at all whatsoever, and I have to preference this by like I should have known that it was gonna be good. It's the Westman Atelier, the bronzer duo, and this is the cream one. I should have known that this would be really good just simply because the contour stick in truffle and biscuit, chef's kiss. So I feel like Westman Atelier does do bronzer cream products really well, and this one, just off the bat, applying it, that's what I'm wearing today. I did this all over bronze, and then I used this to more like sculpt and contour and stuff like that. So this was really good, and the packaging is amazing. It's not just about the packaging, so there's that. But she's pricey, so I just want to let you guys know that she is $75. Eek! Okay, so, and then for blush, I have the Laura Mercier, the new blush. This is in the shade Lychee. This is what Lychee looks like. Be warned, pigment. Very pigmented. And if you know, if you make it all through here, you have seen the pigmenting. So there's that one. And then for all over glow, this is definitely a very pretty glassy glow. This is the DIOR Glassy Glow Stick, and packaging, nice. Do you have to have it? That is up to you. I'm a sucker for packaging. I am a makeup collector, a makeup connoisseur. So I really like to just purchase stuff and of course create content. But can you find this somewhere else? The answer is yes, you can. So that's my thoughts and feelings. If you're not feeling spendy and do not want to spend the money, this definitely, I do not think that it is worth spending an arm and leg for. So there's my opinion on that one. For my lips, I have the Colfie and the Huda Beauty. The Colfie one I was really excited for. It just didn't go with this look, so I will try it again. I do see the staining power on it because I swatched it on my hand. Well, now I've like really rubbed it off and wiped it off, but I swatched this on my hand, and there was like, once I took it off like a first swipe, there was a stain that was left behind. So I'm very intrigued to trying this with like a just like basic liner up, basic eye look. And then these two lippies, they are a little bit too dark for this look today, unfortunately. So I have a different lip combo on regardless, because I was just like, oh my gosh, this is gonna ruin the look in my opinion. So there's that. And then I do have the Huda Beauty, the lip contour 2.0 in honey beige. I do have this contour, like I literally use it as a contour product. And and I set my face with the Natasha Denona. So there's that one. That's pretty much it for this video. Wow, that's it? I thought I did a lot more. Oh well. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I so appreciate it. I hope you guys really love all of the new products, and then we're just gonna take one last look at this final look with all like what I created with all the new products. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone. Mwah.